Heaviness in My Heart, Part 3. Our story from Genesis to Revelation. Chapter 1. In the Beginning. Before reading this part of the book, which is the longest of all the parts in this book, please pick up a copy of a Catholic Bible, preferably the Revised Standard Version, or at least be prepared to access an online version. You can go to usccb.org to find an online version of the Bible. Since there will be several references to passages from the Holy Bible in this chapter. Suffering is often looked upon in a negative light, which is definitely true. While there are some heroic individuals who remain joyful in suffering, and in some cases even have a great desire for suffering for the purpose of uniting their sufferings with Christ's suffering on the cross, in general, suffering is the outcome of man's disobedience and distrust of God. It certainly does not mean that the individual suffering is suffering for his or her own sins. Rather, suffering is the outcome of a communal failure to trust in God and a result of the fallen nature of mankind. In order to explain this, I wish to refer to St. Augustine's writing, The City of God, particularly in chapters or book 11, chapter 9, and book 13, chapter 1, in which he writes about two topics, the fall of angels and the fall of mankind. Why should we believe anything that St. Augustine says? Remember, when you ask God to share his wisdom and comprehension with you, he does so as long as it is oriented towards your salvation. Well, Christians believe St. Augustine to be one who went from being a total rebel to becoming a very close friend of God and a great mystic. His writings were truly an outcome of the illuminations he received from his close relationship with his Creator. In The City of God, St. Augustine writes, God first created the angels, who are pure spirits, before he created human beings. Angels were given the free will to choose to trust and serve God. This was a critical decision that each angel had to make as a one-time, permanent choice that would determine their allegiance for all eternity. Lucifer, who was the most beautiful of all the angels and only a little less than God in beauty and wisdom, made the decision to rebel against God and some of the angels, who were later known as the fallen angels. These fallen angels decided to side with Lucifer and follow him. Thus, through the fall of the angels, evil came into existence. The rejection of God, as desired by Lucifer, created hell and brought evil.